guys, here with a tutorial on how to create a visualizer or animation like no copyright sounds. I really like the animation of no copyright sounds, and today I want to show you how to create an animation like that. It's very simple, and let's start with the tutorial. For that we need a third-party plugin for Adobe After Effects called Trapcode form, and yeah, that's it. So let's start with the tutorial. That's the animation of no copyright sounds. And I'm going to open Adobe After Effects. You can use any version of Adobe After Effects you have, but I'm going to use CC 2013. And first I'm going to import an image. I will also link the image in the video description. Let's import that and drag it here to create a new comp. Now let's import the song. The song is also for no copyright sounds. I will also link the music and drag it there. Now let's create a new solid, so go to layer, new, solid. Let's call this form and go to the effect and presets and search for form. Trapcode form, and let's solder it, so click on that button, and let's go first to the base form and 1. And then go to the audio react, select the audio layer, then go to reactor 1, and we want the map to be fractal. Let's go to the fractal layer and bring the displacement up. And when we go here, you see this little thing reacts to the music now, but we want a sphere like this video. So we go to the here and then bring that up and bring the radius also up. So we get something like this. Now let's scroll up and add a little bit more particles. So go to particles X, add a little bit of more particles, but don't add too much because you want to render it later, and when you add too much particles then it's slower to render. Now we get the animation that looks like this. Okay. And next thing, we're going to add some colors, so go to the particle and go to the color. Now you can choose a color you want. I would choose a yellow color like in the video. And now it looks like this. Then I will change that to close sphere and go to the project manager and change that, the 8-bit to 32-bit. How we can change that is hold Alt and click on it, and now the glow would look a little bit better, because the glow looks very bad when you have it on 8-bit. So change the channel bit on 32. So now go to the glow and then to the opacity and then to the size. Bring that a little bit up. So we get something like this. This is without glow and this is with glow. So it looks a little bit better. And now let's change the mode to add. And let's see. Here you can change the particle size. You can also add a little bit of randomness by bringing that up. And opacity random also. And let's see what we have. Now we can also, when we scrub through, let's make the timeline a little bit bigger. So I go here and render, let's say 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then bring that to the end of the comp. And now you see the particles are reacting to the music. And let's go back again. And let's do some fun stuff with it. I will bring the displacement a little bit down so it's not too much. And go to the, let's see, what else can we do here? So you can do a lot of things here. You have a lot of adjustments. a lot of settings, and we can add effect size and a little bit of effect opacity. So it looks like this. If you want to have motion blur, you can click here. If you don't have it, just click here and then check this one and this. So you get motion blur. But remember, if you add motion blur, the scene looks a bit better, but the render time will increase. If you want to render extremely fast, then you should definitely deselect that. So don't use motion blur if you want to render it very fast. And yeah, let's see the animation again. Okay. What we can do is go here and type in glow and use stylize glow. Bring it to the layer, and now you see it's a bit brighter, and we can bring that up the glow radius or down. I will bring that something like this. Play around with the threshold and see what it looks like. We just need to change the settings a bit, like this. Now we get something like this. Looks a bit similar to the visualizer of No Copyright Sounds. And let's bring in the background image again. Now we can see it with the image, with the background image. I will make the background image a little bit darker so we can see the visualizer a bit better. For that, I'm going here and search for curves and bring that to the image. And I'm going to bring that a bit down so it looks a little bit darker. And then go into the form layer, and here we can move it, but the best way to do this would be, just a second, let's see, or just drag it there. That's easier, just drag the layer, so somewhere there or here, and then let's see how the animation looks like now. And okay, I will bring that back to 0 and see, we bring that up, we get more particles, but we just want one. And what else can we do? We can move it, so a particle flow on the z-axis, so it moves a bit down when we render it. Then let's see how it looks like, and you see it renders extremely fast. That's why we need to disable the motion blur. It's 10 times faster. And later I will show you guys how to render it even more faster with multiprocessors. It's just a setting in the After Effects. Alright, looks not too bad. And let's add in a little bit more of displacement again. It's just experimenting to see what looks best, what setting look the best. And let's add more particles here, also here. And you see it looks like a little grid, and that is what we want. Now it looks a bit better, much better. Alright. Another thing we could add is a shine effect. This is just if you have Trapcode shine. So you just go here and type in shine. Then you have Trapcode shine. And at the first time it looks like this, so don't worry about that. Go to add. And then to the colorways and change that to none. And then bring this one down a little bit. And the way also a bit down. So you get a little bit of a shine effect. But this is a third-party plugin, so if you don't have it then you can't use it. But this one looks very nice with the shine effect. but for now I will remove that because I don't really like it that much. And let's see, we can add adjustment layer, new adjustment layer, and then add in some curves again, and then go to the wet channel, bring that a bit down, and go to the green channel, bring that also down, go to the blue channel, and see what we get. So this is with a little color correction, this is without. And yeah, what else can we add? There is, we can go here and let's see. If we go to, let's see what we can add. Maybe a tint effect, and bring the tint down to around 25. Then you see we get some white glow, glow effect. Well, let's bring it a bit more down so we have a subtle effect. And change that also to more yellowish color. And Ctrl X, and we will add that also only on the form layer. A little bit like this. Now we have something like this. So we get a little bit of highlights with the tint effect. Looks a little bit better. And yeah, that's how to do this one. Let's add in a text. So go to the text tool, click here and type in your song name. And then just drag it here. I hold Ctrl and then I drag the text. And yeah, just drag it one time here. And then we have something like this. Yeah. Okay, what else can we add? Let's check the animation again. So you see the logo bumps up a bit with the music on the Z-axis. We can also do that. The simple trick would be to do that with the sound keys, Trapcode sound keys. It's another third-party plugin, but if you don't have it, then you can leave it like that. It's also very nice. But if you want to add that bump effect, then you just need to create again a new layer, new solid, and then just name it sound keys. On the sound keys, we will apply Trapcode sound keys. And there we go, then add the layer, the music here. And then let's see, let's solo it. And let's play it and we see where the bass and the kick is. Okay, let's wait a bit. By the way, I press 0 to pre-render. Or you can just click here to pre-render if you don't know how to do it. And let's see. Alright, then go to the settings here, and we want just the bass. So I'm going here to 0, and we want only the bass. Alright, I'm going from current time, so it will pre-render from here. And click there, so we can check. Alright, then we bring that here down and around here and click apply. Now here in the info panel you see that something happens. Now the plugin is creating the keyframes to every frame. And when we press U on the keyboard, then you see all the keyframes. And now we go again to the form layer. Then we go to S for the scale. Then we hold Alt and click it, and then drag it here. Alright, and now when we make that off, you see the logo is, yeah, like jumping. Let's say it's jumping. Okay. Then we have this one here. Or the easiest way would be to remove that again, sorry, and make it as a 3D layer. And then go to P, put Alt there, add this here, no, again click there and drag it here, and we want the coordination to be this one. So we just type in what we see here for the X, and just type in the same here, and for the temp just remove that and type in this one, and there we go. Now when we click here, it should be just animated on the Z-axis, so it bumps on the Z-axis. So you see this one changes and this one is just the Z-axis. And now we will take this one, go here and multiply it by, let's say, 8, and now it should, or let's a little bit more, let's put it, multiply it to 15. Let's see how it will look like. Alright, and let's pre-render this animation by clicking 0 or here, and we'll see how this will look like. This may take a while, depends on the CPU you're using. And yeah, let's wait a bit till it's pre-rendered. Maybe I will speed up the video a little bit, so you guys don't need to wait for the pre-render. So, and let's click now and see. Okay, let's bring it a little bit more up, so 30, and let's see how this looks like. And by the way, quick tip, if you want to render a bit faster, you go to Edit, then Preferences, then on General, and then go to Memory and Multiprocessing, and here you can do some settings so you render it a bit faster. The first thing would be to how much RAM you have on your PC. I have 32 GB, so I use 12 GB by other applications, and around 20 GB for After Effects and the other Adobe programs. But if you have, for example, 8 GB and for an 8-core CPU, like me, then you would go here and set it to 6 GB. And here on installed CPUs, you go to Result for other application, then you can leave it at 2 and see. Then I would recommend to use 1 or 2 GB. I'm using this are my settings, but I tested it also on my laptop. It has 8 GB of RAM, and yeah, if you bring that down, then you see it will definitely speed up your computer, your rendering into After Effects, because when you render multiple frames simultaneously, sorry for my English, by the way, then you get a much faster render time and your CPU, because when you render in Adobe After Effects, your CPU is just used around 20% of your of your resources, and when you add that, then your CPU would be fully used at 100%, and that will speed up your rendering a lot. So make sure to check that and use multiprocessing if you have more than one core. So every CPU have cores. For example, dual core processor has 2 cores, quad core processor has 4 cores, the 8 core processor has 8 cores, and so on. And if you have an Intel CPU and have, for example, 4 cores, then you have also hyperthreadic, I don't know how to call it on the Intel website. You have something like Intel Hyper, something like this, I don't know how to call it. So this will definitely, if you have 4 CPUs, then you can use you have 8 CPUs. So every CPU, every core has 2 virtual cores, something like that, I don't know how to call it. Anyways, this will speed up the rendering, so click on it and you'll see now something is happening right here. And if I open the task manager and look here, then you see the CPU is fully used and we have some instance of Adobe After Effects. That means that not only the one application is rendering, all here are rendering, and you see I'm using right now 100% of the CPU, and the render time is much faster. And you see it's much faster to pre-render, and it doesn't render every frame, so every core renders a frame, and right now we have 6 cores, so it's jumping every 6 frames per second, and this will decrease your render time by 6 times, so you get a much better performance by rendering. This is a great tip, but make sure you have enough RAM, so a minimum would be 8 GB of RAM. If you have 32 GB like me, then it's probably much faster. If you have 36 GB, then you're king. Then it's extremely, But now you see I'm using almost 100% of the CPU and 2% of other applications, so like iTunes, Camtasia, Audacity, Audition, and Google Chrome, and all that great stuff. And it renders extremely fast. Make sure to use that, by the way. And when you play the video now, and oh lord, clicked away. Shit. Okay, let's do it again. Lord. The bad thing about that is it doesn't cache it on your hard drive. So when you're using multiple instances of After Effects, you get a much better render time, but you don't get cache. So if you click away, you need to render it again, and that's something annoying when you're doing the RAM preview. So let's do it again, let's pre-render again. Sorry about that. By the way, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it wasn't too boring, and next time we'll try to improve my tutorials better. So leave some comments what you think about the tutorial and what I can make better in the next video. I will probably do that, and okay, let's wait a bit, come on. By the way, I will also give you the project file in the description. I will upload it, and so you can download it if you don't want to follow the tutorial or did something wrong, then you can just download the project file. And okay, let's play it again, and now you see. you saw the video, it reacts like almost like the visualizer of No Copyright Sounds. And yeah, that's how to do it. It wasn't too complex, it took just 25 minutes to explain, and yeah, that's basically it. And it would be great if you give me please some feedback, what you think about the tutorial, and what I can make next time better. And if you didn't subscribe yet, then please do so, because I want to upload every week a new tutorial on how to do things. And if you have questions or anything like that, what you want to see in the next tutorial, then feel free to leave them in the comments. I will probably do that if you want a tutorial on an intro or another visual or anything like that. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.